There's something about that beginning where it's like you've got this world of possibilities, and that end where it's like it all comes to fruition from that vision in your head to get to this point of really, yeah, there it is. I'm Trevor Swanson, and I work on oil and mainly work on metal in here at this show. So I do a patina process to the metal. I knew probably 20 years old. I was a scuba instructor. I wasn't making very much money. It was a great way to meet girls, but can't make a living doing that. And so I went back to school, and it was just one of those things, like I had always been doing art. I grew up in a family of artists. And so I was just kind of looking for something to do to, like, okay, this is how I can express myself. Did a few paintings, and everybody knew, and my family knew this is what I was going to do. They were just waiting for it to click for me. Participated in the show with some coil pieces and sold them, and like, this is it. This is what I want to do. And everybody was like, okay, finally you realized it. And then just started working with my dad and my uncle as far as kind of refining those. I did some training in school, but was never that great at it because it's just so much of what they're doing is teaching you how to get from A to B. But I could already do that. It's like I needed this, it was already at that level. So it was more so much, learning by mistakes and just getting out there, practice, play with it. It's like, because those are the things that stick with you, are those things that like, okay, I'm not going to do that again because that was a lot of work. That was just wasted time. But learning from that, and it was great to have all these different viewpoints and different perspectives of people in the art world already to have input as far as like, okay, here's where you can go. I love the beginning and the end because I love that potential, and it's like on a blank canvas. It's just to look at that. It's like, okay, this can be anything. This can be where it's going to go. And I carry around sketchbooks with me all the time. That's like they're filled with different ideas. It's like, how does this match here and here? And then the same thing with the patina process. It's that blank metal and just watching. It's like watching these colors develop. Okay, where is this going to go? Where that whole kind of generation process of it. And at the very end, there is something satisfying, but just there's this interesting feeling you get when it comes time to you sit back and look like, all right, done. And that vision in your head like really suddenly gets to that point, like, yeah, this matches. And so much of painting and creating and drawing is like when you get to this point here, teaching your hands or however you create to get to that, it's like, okay, there's something magic about that. It's like you're not really in charge of it. It's like all of a sudden you get that moment of completion and think, okay, this is it. This is the story I wanted to tell. So what you see in the background is all done with acid and heat, and all that creates this beautiful kind of colorful canvas for me to then start on. And what I usually paint is nature. I spend a lot of my time out, researching the natural world, whether it's critters like bison or, beautiful settings, different landscapes. And so what I've ended up doing a lot anymore too is really trying to control those patinas and create different stories before I even start to paint. And what I'll do is use the patinaed metal to begin telling that story and find the right subjects, the right designs to kind of put in there and utilize that patina to really create the mood or the feeling for whatever the painting is going to be from there. It's kind of what we're looking at back here is that really interesting kind of stormy sky. That evening, there was a lot of movement to the sky, a lot of, lots of moisture coming in, and just enough wind that it created a lot of really cool movement. And then when this patina came together here, it just seemed to fit that story of these three bison that were at the very top of this ridge. Right before they moved off, it's like I got a couple really good photos of them, kind of pulled everything together. The light was there, and that just fit. I love the people. More than anything, I love this little tribe of misfits that it gets put together every year. I learned so much from everybody here, and I look forward to seeing my friends and meeting the new people. And there is really something special about this that has become, I don't want to say addicting, but I look forward to it. Because it's just, okay, here are people that understand that your day-to-day of work and the mental kind of ups and downs that go with it, that you have all this understanding kind of around you that is really hard to explain to somebody that doesn't have that creative spirit. And to be able to create in an environment with a bunch of other creative people, it just seems like that, that mental energy just really pushes you to do something really special. I look forward to coming to this every day just to spend time with my people.